We should be live right now. We
The
are live.
broadcast is now live. Hang on, let me just turn this down. That's better.
I should probably get a MacBook too because your camera quality looks so much better than mine. But hey,
Get one, get one, get one.
it's so expensive though, Martin.
Oh
Seriously.
no. Everything's how's everybody? All right.
Well, there's a lot of people here already. That's fun. We have Mel, Ro, the Whispering Veil, Behind the Veil, Sandra. Yeah,
Hi Sandra, hi Joe, hi Marvin, hello everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a discussion before, and I was also chatting to Ricardo from Astro. What's Ricardo's username?
Astro Boy Ricardo.
Astro Boy Ricardo. Um, and I've got a problem. I ain't got a problem. I've got like kind of like I
The
can't.
British bitch has got a problem again.
Yeah, well the thing is, right, I've got all these astrology decks. We'll say all. I've got four.
You got a couple, yeah.
But the thing is, I can't use them because the reason why I can't use them is because how do you use them? Because I'm from the old school Monty Faber karma card. So what you did, you shuffled the three separate piles and they made a sentence out at the bottom, and that was really cool. You can still get them, but they're never in stock. Well, I bought these ones yesterday. The star codes. You Levi bought them in London, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I was reading the guidebook. And it showed you how to do readings and into four piles. Well, they don't make a sentence. So okay, these are the four cards that I picked last night. So I got rebirth, journal, relationship, and investigate. So what does that even mean?
Say it again.
Rebirth, journal, investigate, and relationship.
So you need to kind of string that into a sentence yourself.
Well, how? Like, can you just move them around and make your own sentence up?
Yeah, well, I guess a little bit. I have to be honest with you. I love this deck. I love the way it looks. However, sometimes it's not that deep, and I just basically just think this is a deck with good keywords and pretty pictures, but it doesn't necessarily. And the guidebook can help you kind of learn astrology a little bit, but
Yeah.
but it's to me it's just a good tool with nice keywords, really cool arts. I mean, like this, I don't really feel like this deck works like that. I didn't even know that that was in the guidebook, seriously.
Yeah, in
So
the first part. Yeah, I'm not kind of in love with it, so it might be sent back tomorrow.
yeah, I think this is not for you. I do know a little bit about astrology. I would not say that I'm a pro at all, but I like to think I know a bit more than you, maybe, Martin. I'm
You
not
know
quite
more than
sure.
me.
Well, the best astrology deck is one that you have as well, and it's the Heavenly Bodies. No, that's not it. The Heavenly Bodies astrology deck, and this works the way apparently this claims it works.
See,
So
I've fallen into that lame house trap again.
yeah, again, like you keep falling into it. For example, I'll give you an example if I can find a fucking planet in here. Damn. So let's say your sun is in Virgo in the second house.
Well,
Yeah.
how do you even know that shit?
How do you know that shit? I don't know that. Well, you kind of look up your birth chart, and in that birth chart, you can see where the planet was, in which sign the planet was, in which house at the time of your birth. So if your sun was in Virgo in your second house, the way you self-express and embody your truth, which is on the bottom right here, the way you self-express and you embody truth, shows itself in integrity, reverence, and service. especially when it comes to physical security, possessions, material values, and self worth.
See,
And there you,
I just can't get my head around it, honestly.
well, what can't you get your head around?
Oh, you can like use astrology in a deck. You can't really.
No, to be quite honest with you, you could use this once again because there's great keywords and themes at the bottom. You could put any kinds of words on the bottom of cards and use it as
Yeah,
divination. This deck I primarily use to visualize a birth chart. And that's mainly also the reason why I got this one, because sometimes people will have more things, more planets or signs in house two. So you kind of need placeholder images, because I do birth chart readings for friends and family. I don't offer them on my Etsy because they take so fucking long. They take me at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to do, prepare, and film. But that's what I use this deck for. So I will lay out these cards to
yeah.
visually show someone what that means, to kind of give them a visual prompt, because the illustrations in this deck are very telling and very
I think
good.
I've got ADHD. I do because like I'm so fickle and I just can't like I bought it now and I just ate it because I can't use it straight out the box.
Just send it back, because I get you. You want to like completely understand it when
Yeah,
you
and
don't.
I'm just frustrated. I'm just looking now. I just get frustrated really easy. So I'll just send it back along with that Oracle deck as well that I had today.
What was that sound? Was that my phone, or was that your?
A stupid notification saying St. Patrick's Day tomorrow on my MacBook.
What about this deck then?
Yeah, that's better.
It's a
It's much,
little less it is very heavy on the astrology, but it's not really an astrology deck like that one you just like that Star
Joe
Codes.
just says she can't get her head around when people read tarot and they bring in planets, astrology signs in. That's too much for me to hold in my mind. And mine, Joe. I
Oh,
think
I love that. I actually love it.
see, I don't because when I was talking to, I don't know who I was talking to, or I was doing a video, and I says, well, there was one deck I was reviewing. I can't remember what it was now because I'm doing them every day. And I says sometimes less definitely is more. When everything's just stripped back. It's too
I'm
much for my
gonna
brain to cope with now.
I heavily disagree, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. Hold up.
Because my old brain's dead. And I need and I need to like kind of like find something really simplistic. And it's just doing my head in now. I'm just looking around to see what I've got. Wow.
I wanted to find Maria's tarot, but I can't find it quickly. But because it's not that difficult. Because the fun thing is, if you read tarot, say if you read Rider Waite Smith, you already are incorporating astrology into your readings, because the whole cards are based off of astrology.
Well, they are, yeah. Oh, yeah, but they changed them round, didn't they? I mean,
I'm
they,
gonna I'm gonna find Maria's deck
let me
now.
show you something, right? Because, like, I mean, I'm not really into like really busy decks anymore. I like something kind of like my hat's all wonky. I don't know what's going on with me. Um,
You look fine.
and I
I'm
don't
gonna
know,
have to find that deck now, by the way, because otherwise I won't be able to.
right? Let me show you something. You've probably seen it all a million times who's watching, but this deck is like the perfect deck for me because what Jenna's done is she's
Oh yeah.
stripped back everything. And so basically all the symbols you see in the Rider Waite deck, without the pictorial scenes are here. And the guidebook that comes with it is phenomenal because she will tell you each and every symbol what it means. So you can obviously read this like a normal standard Rider Waite deck. Or you can just pick on a symbol that you see and that particularly stands out to you. Now, I'm kind of like a visual person, but like I like a little bit less clutter on my decks now,
Uh
if that
huh.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I could. It's like too much information overloading me now.
Um. Let
Oh,
me.
Jen, you're here. I didn't know you was here. You're welcome. I was just like bigging up your deck. Because it's just perfect. It's the perfect example to me as like what Ricardo, what a Rider-Waite deck should be now, so because you've got all the symbols off it and there's no people on here as such, you can kind of get more out of it when you see the symbols in the cards. And I love the guidebook. I love the way you've written the guidebook as well. So let's see more decks like this out instead of decks that are full of unnecessary kind of like symbols. Does anybody have that Illuminati tarot? Honest to God, it makes my brain fucking fry.
Yeah, same here. I can't find Maria's deck. Sorry, I can't let it go because it should be here in my favorites, but it's not. Okay. Well, what I wanted to tell basically is that do you have her deck handy? The fuck, because she has the astrological symbols up top. So does I have many decks that do this. So basically, what you could do, I mean, you could completely like go crazy, lose yourself in that, and be like, "Fuck, I don't know what that means." Shit. But you do.
Yeah, I just think it's just another system. I think I'm too old to learn another system.
No, but it's not another system. You're
Well,
already.
Let me
You're
just show
already.
Ricardo. Ricardo, it's called Tarot Disassembled, and you can either get the yellow or the black box version, but they're both exactly the same inside. It's just the boxes are different.
But you were saying I don't want to learn something new, but you're not really, because when you fuck, I just need to show you because it's so easy and simple. Shit. If I would have known you were to bring this up, astrology and tarot, I would have given you a little lesson right now.
I did tell you this like 3 hours ago.
Let's see. Okay, I have one that has it.
Okay.
So this is the Fox Tarot Pips edition. Now I don't know if this is. Oh no, this isn't good either. Fuck.
You know what I've ordered, by the way?
What have you ordered?
Dame Darcy's Mermaid Tarot.
Really?
Because it's camp.
I fucking hate all Dame Darcy's decks. And
I don't like the Queen Alice one, I must admit, but I do like the Mermaid one because I saw Ben's copy when we went to London, and I kind of fell in love with it a little bit. But that could change, obviously, when it gets here.
I mean, it's actually quite cute, but I don't know, man.
No, you know what? I was looking through, like, because of a morning, I come into my office, and I've got all my stuff in here now. So the living room is like a shithole. So basically, I come in here, I pick a deck and my bits for my photos, and me, I was stumped which deck to use. And I kind of fell out of love with a lot of my decks. Because I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I had that exact same thing when I was moving. It was kind of like, I fell out of love with a lot of my decks.
Yeah, I'm there. I was fine, man.
I'm gonna give this
just kind of like, I mean, one of my favorite decks that I've bought recently, and I didn't like it when I bought it, was this one. And I love it. And you know what? And it wasn't until like I used it a few times because my eyesight's so shit. I didn't realise that the cards have got little bloody sentences on them and keywords. So this is lovely, and I love the kind of 70s vibe illustration. I don't know whether anybody else has got this deck. This is the mass market version. But I love this one. I kind of fell in love with this one, and I absolutely hated it when I had it.
Which one is that? Because I
bought it with you, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. You almost had instant regret when you bought that.
You know what? I put it on the hotel bed, didn't I? And I said, "Oh, this is vile." But I'm glad
like literally literally 10 minutes after he.
Yeah, 10 minutes after I bought it, this is vile. But like as I said to you, like you know what, this happens to me all the time, and I just think there's something going on with me. There must be.
All right. So astrology and tarot. Let's see. Oh fuck. The moon and so this is Two of Swords. Oh, this makes complete sense. So Two of Swords,
Yeah.
right? And this has all the because Moran said, "Don't you have the heaven and earth?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it is on there, but it's really squiggly and
Oh, I got rid of that big knob.
rustically written, so you can't really read it that well. But it's in really fugly yet really clear print on here. So we have Moon in. This is no, it's not Gemini. It's Moon in Libra.
Ricardo's just said moon in Libra, Two of
Yeah,
Swords.
Moon in Libra, Two of Swords. So instead of thinking, "Oh fuck, I don't want to work with astrology. This is dumb." It's actually really easy because if you know the meaning of the Two of Swords, you know what Moon in Libra means, basically. So
Well,
when your
yeah.
moon is in Libra, you have a lot of like decisions that you need to be making on, especially when it comes to your the inside of your brain, like your internal world, basically. So that's how easy it is. Basically, tarot is the ultimate astrology learning tool because once you've learned yourself the tarot, you basically already intrinsically know a lot about the tarot. So
Well, you do. And Mel's just says, Martin, how do you work the thought if you don't use astrological correspondence with it? I do, Mel. But like I mean, obviously I have to look in the book. Because even after reading the thought for all these years, I still can't get my head around it. Sometimes I still do need when I was reviewing Jens's deck yesterday, there's only about 6 planets on them cards, and the only one I recognised was the moon. And they're in
yeah,
a planet, is it? So
well,
see how dense I am as regards to astrology. I just moon in Libra can mean emotional decisions that balances the mental. See, Ricardo's been an astrologist for 20 years.
yeah, like I'm not pretending like I know all this shit, but
See, I'd love
he
to learn. I'd love to learn. I'd love to do, I'd love to learn it properly. I've got loads of books on it as well. I went through a phase, Ricardo, of buying an astrology book like every day last year. So I've got a shelf full of astrology books, and I don't think I've even opened them.
But yeah, like I didn't say exactly what Ricardo, astrologer of 20 years, just said. However, I came pretty close. So,
I can't even manage fucking 2 hours. You know what I mean? Never mind 20 years.
I don't know. I like it all. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think it's interesting. I think it's intriguing. And if you know the tarot, you already kind of know what astrology is, because tarot is completely based off of astrology. It's like the backbone of tarot. That's what astrology is.
Yeah, yeah. I've got all that bit, Ricardo. Uranus is the fool, and I've
Yeah,
got
the
all
majors are easy.
it's when it comes to is it decans? How do you say it? I don't know.
A
It's
little
when
bit, yeah.
all that. It just blows my mind.
When it's moon in Libra or sun in this or Pluto in that.
Yeah, or rising ascendant and all that bullshit. I think, oh, God, I just can't. But the thing is, I have got an excuse, I think, because I'm not in the best frame of mind at the moment because I've got something going on. So maybe like when I've calmed down a bit and got less angry about things, I'll probably be different. Now,
Maybe you should have some bread and calm down a little bit.
maybe right. I was going to show you something, and I actually I did. Right, I've got to show people this because those who didn't watch the video yesterday, right? Now we all know who Sam West is because
Mm-hmm.
we've got the Cosmic Cunt Tarot coming out. She's done the Rainbow Moon Tarot.
I love it. I love it so much.
And we've got the Macabre Tarot book by her. Now I do want to
Open the
say,
box. Open the box.
open the box. That this is so stupid. That's just. That is just the best box ever. Now, what I do want to say is, I did think actually it was going to be some kind of like silly gimmicky deck.
No, it's not. She knows what she's doing.
And it's really not. Because I was looking at the cards, and They are. This is the deck I was on about. Being less is more. Because there's less symbolism on here. But it conveys the complete meaning of the card. And I would like to say, I haven't been paid for this, by the way. I would like to say that, if you're looking for a different kind of funky version of the Rider-Waite, get this deck. It's absolutely fab. And the quality,
Honestly,
like I said,
get any of her decks.
get any of the decks, yeah. The Rainbow Moon has become like my daily card of the day deck for myself. And I just love her work, honestly, and I cannot wait for that. Simon, if he's still here, have you got the Cosmic Cunt coming? I can't wait for it.
The Cosmic Cunt is amazing. You know what I'm really hoping for? She made a tarot deck for her daughter when she was
I remember
pregnant.
that. Yeah, yeah.
I really hope that Rockpool is also publishing that because that is just stunning.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, really good.
Man, honestly, what's the Sam Rook Art on Instagram?
Stan Rook art. Yeah, Willem actually gifted me the.
You got the indie version. What's the difference between the indie version and the mass market?
The indie version is on 500-gram cardstock.
Oh my god!
I must have it right here. It should be right here.
So you all know I'm a mass market Mary, right? So, I don't mind a bit of mass market,
And I'm just gonna quit trying to find stuff because it's not gonna happen tonight. I'm done. But
Yeah.
because there's virtually no difference between the indie version and the mass market version, except for the fact that I like the indie backs a little bit better. The back design is different. Yeah.
I
So
adore this little deck, honestly.
really good.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, and I will say one thing with Sam. It might be cosmic cunt. It better be. It is cosmic cunt, Mel. Minimal, but like it really reads like a dream. And another thing, I can say it on here now. When I'm doing a review of the video of the cosmic cunt, am I allowed to say that?
You are allowed to say whatever you want, but when your channel becomes eligible for monetization, that video will most likely become demonetized.
Well, how can you kind of like say it in another word, like cosmic what?
There's a lot of YouTubers that read Reddit stories that I listen to whenever I get a little bit anxious and shit, and they say grunt.
Grunt.
Cosmic grunt. Yeah. Yeah.
Grunt. Okay, right. Okay then.
Someone just said Penelope Tarot. Yeah. Cosmic blunt. Yeah, that Penelope Tarot is so pretty.
Cosmic plunge.
Cosmic.
Because that was on the in-betweeners.
Cosmic plunge. Damn.
See you next Tuesday. Yes, of course. I never thought of that.
Cosmic clam. Well, seriously, guys, y'all need to go to Rockpool's website and look, or go on Amazon because it's already on there, and look it up because it's a hoot and a half. That deck is seriously.
Yes, black and yellow, isn't it? And it's just fab. I think the cards are smaller, ain't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't own that one. I just own the Rainbow Moon, which used to be called the Marble Moon. But yeah.
Yeah, look, Joe's just said say it like us Southerners say it can't.
Cosmic can't.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, this is sort of stupid because people won't know what we're talking about, but that email I talked to you about this morning.
Yes.
We actually had a little nice back and forth, and they're going to be reviewing it this week, I think. So
perfect. That's
what that sounds good. Yeah. So and if it all falls through, whatever, there's always other ways for me to.
Of course there is, yeah. I mean, I was kind of like, when I had that little bit of it wasn't a meltdown. I just had enough, with all the shit and going on Instagram with all the scammers, and I says I ain't going to be posting anymore. Throwing me rattle at the pram and all that shit. And then I realised like how much I would actually miss the community if I did completely go. Because on the whole, it is a lovely little community.
Yeah, it's just that I do get what you're saying. What I did get what you were saying,
Yeah,
because and it also, I kind of stopped doing this as well, but it kind of started turning into this race, this almost business like thing where I kind
yeah,
of felt like I had to post every day, and every post had to be super good and perfect. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna post whenever the fuck I want. And
yeah,
sometimes that's
yeah.
gonna be, sometimes that may be 20 fucking times a day, and sometimes that may be one time a week, and who fucking cares?
Yeah, yeah. And Ricardo, I noticed your stories, Martyn Sasse. Well, yes. That's another topic. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
let's talk about it.
Okay, then we'll talk about it, right? Because I do need to get a few things off my chest. There's no point in half-heartedly saying stuff. Right, okay. I put a thing up yesterday. Well, I was encouraged to do, but I was encouraged very much by Laura of Witchin. She's not here, so I can blame her. And basically, we all see this shit going around about people saying that this. I'm not saying it was a person. I'm just saying what I've seen. You
It was
cannot.
probably a person, but continue.
Well, you cannot or ever will be able to channel a fucking unicorn or give anyone unicorn healing because, for a start off, they never existed. It's a mythological creature. Um, there may be something similar to a unicorn, whatever, but you cannot give unicorn.
Or a type of energy that you might
Yeah,
want to hone in on. Yeah.
yeah, but you can't. To me, it was for somebody to say to me and look me in the eye and say to me that they're channeling unicorns. I'd say you need locking up, love. You know,
Mhm.
um, because you can't do that. It's toxic. It's getting money off people for. Well, basically, it's under false pretenses, in it. Really, you can't. And I just think that you've got to keep it real. And I've got no problem with anyone at all. I've never had a problem with. I'm not gatekeepering either. But sometimes, perhaps there should be a big iron gate that people.
Oh, I'm definitely gatekeeping. Like, who the fuck are you to
Yeah.
claim that um, a deity like Kali is using you as a channel? Why the fuck would Caradwen use you as a
You as a
fucking
channel.
channel for?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very much as you're probably if you really feel, I'm not saying channeling isn't real, you're probably channeling something.
Well,
um
yeah, you might be channeling like I'm not saying nobody's psychic or anything like that, but what I am saying is when somebody like says to me, or I hear that somebody says like, I've been channeling Mother Mary or I've been channeling in Jesus. No, you really haven't. You haven't at all. Why would Mary come and sit with you in your suburban household while you're sitting there sipping Tesco tea bags? You know what I mean? That because it's not never going to happen. Y- You can't. I mean, you just can't, can you? You just can't. It's not possible.
so most of you guys may already know that I've written and created a new deck called the brother to brother oracle, which I've showed incessantly on here, and I'm not going to do that tonight. However, in that guidebook for that deck that I've written out, I've written a pretty long piece about deity work. I feel like the term "I work with this and this deity" gets thrown around a lot. You don't work with shit. You're not channeling a deity. You're not working with a deity. Why would a deity want to work with you?
Well, yeah,
You're
exactly.
working with energy, probably, definitely. I've done spells that worked. I'm fucking great at abundance spells, and I should do them more because I'm really good at them. Um, you're definitely channeling energy, but who are you to say that a deity from past times would listen to you?
Well, yeah, you don't even come from that culture in the first place. I wouldn't mind if they did, you know. And you're like, since when has Mary been able to speak English? I should imagine it didn't speak English, considering where it
She
was thought
probably
to
speaks American English, just like me and all the other deities.
be. Well, look here, right? I can't. I don't. Talking about losing things, Levi. I ain't got a right. I've got this right, and I've had this for a few years. This is a little statue of Bast. I haven't got like a particular love or fondness of Egyptian deities at all. I just love cats and I love Bast. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I would never put on my Instagram that Bast has given me a message. Perhaps Bast has come today. Look, there he is, like walking up the fucking screen. I've come to tell you that you're full of bullshit, right? That's the only that's the only message you've got from Bast today, right? But
Well,
no,
and she may have given you a message, but you can't you can't confirm that ever.
no,
Yes, we are all, if you are a tarot reader, if you are an astrologer, if you are a light worker, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, we are all working with energy. I love different deities. For example, I'm very attracted to, and have always been all my life. Whoops, to this one right here and all the horn deities, and I don't know why, but it's the case. Um, and I love learning from the stories. I love reading up on the symbology.
that's
But
it. These are the stories, and that there's different names for Kernanos, and there's different names, Hern the Hunter, and all that. So the
yeah,
stories, and they're from different cultures. Which is fine if you follow like a pagan, British pagan path. It's got a different name, and if you follow an Hinduism path, it's got a different name. But there's always like some kind of the cultural thing that goddess in like say one country might not be called the same and the other, but it basically means the same kind of energy.
hmm,
But like, I mean, I wouldn't say to you like, Levi, you know what? I've been sitting here tonight and I've been working with Zeus. You'd think I was batshit crazy.
yeah. And I always want to kind of like, whenever I hear someone say that, I always want to kind of like crawl through the screen and be a fly on the wall. And I would love to see what that work entails. What are you, how are you, because work is something active, right? It's a fucking verb. So it seems like you might want to, I would love to see what that deity work looks like, but I can tell you what it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like flipping over a card with your gal pals every now and then. That's
No,
not what working with the deity looks like at
no.
all.
No, and it's right what I said because like things have begun to annoy me, especially over this. Like somebody actually messaged me yesterday, and I said, "Are you all right?" Because you seem really angry, and I thought, "Well, I'm fucking angry 24/7." So you obviously don't know me at all. Um, but like, I mean, yeah, the other things as well, like all this like the universe has your back. No, it really doesn't. The universe doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck. And I believe that, I mean, you and I are both very into magic, studying it, learning about it.
Yeah,
What I have learned from reading all those fucking books is all it comes down to is energy,
yeah,
energy of the cosmos. And I mean, the only deity work that I know of is actually working with the Key of Solomon and summoning demons to do your bidding. That's the only deity work that I've ever, well, and they're not even deities, but that's the closest thing that I've ever heard about working with a deity. And to be
yeah.
quite honest, I'm too scared to do it because they're not working for you, you're working for them.
Well, yeah, they would want to come and work with me anyway. They'd look at me and say, "What a fucking shit show," and that's it, and go back to where they come from.
You're not fucking worthy. Yeah.
Excuse me, love, we ain't fucking going nowhere near you.
Yeah,
That's what it say with me.
very that.
Yeah, and it's just Levi. Can you make that deck? Universe doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, that's a good one. Like I says, we should call it the triggering tarot, where every card triggers somebody. Just
I would honestly love to make a deck called The Universe Doesn't Give a Fuck with all
yeah,
kinds of like
yeah,
hateful. So what's the antonym of an affirmation? A deformation? Let me look that up.
defamation. Yeah, like something on there. You are a total piece of shit.
Yeah, you're
You
a
got to
fucking cunt
concentrate.
and you know
You're
it.
a fucking cunt. You got to talk. You got to have that as your affirmation of the day.
Yeah,
So we should actually do that deck together. I think something like that.
you should make that.
Yeah, I should. I'll just do just to piss everybody off. Negation. There you go. Affirmation.
Negation.
Negation. Yeah.
Uh,
Defamation of character deck. Yeah, that's a good one. We could we could actually, couldn't we?
Let's see. Synonyms near antonyms for affirmation: disavowal.
Well, there you go. And like you've got these oracle decks, and you've got somebody glancing at themselves in the mirror, and you could
Uh-huh.
put something underneath saying you look like fucking shit today.
Yeah, like sort of like that Hay House parody deck that Pixel Occult was
Yeah,
making,
that's it. Yeah,
where
yeah.
where he had that Kyle Gray Angel Paris card that you normally says listen to your intuition, but on his version it said your bangs look like shit.
Yeah, that's it. And another thing, right? Now, like, while we're on this like kind of roll,
Uh-huh.
another overused word, right?
Uh-huh.
That I
Yeah.
absolutely detest in the community is empath.
Mm-hmm.
Because empath, right? Everybody, look at you, girl. Everybody, right? Everybody who I know has got some kind of empathy for something, even if they're not people. They've got empathy for animals. So if you ain't got no empathy, you're as dead as fuck. Now, why do people keep saying like, "Oh, I'm an empath"? What does that even mean? Does it mean like you're really sensitive and touchy, or
I think so.
you got
Yeah.
to blow on them and they'll cry? Is that what it means?
I don't know. Well, if you take the whole twin flame pick a card reading YouTube community for granted, they will. There's basically two kinds of people in the world: the empath, that would be you, the viewer, and the narcissist, that will be the one the reading is about.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's true.
The also the pathologization of every fucking human being in this world, it really pisses me off as well.
Yeah,
Narcissism is actually a clinical DSM-5. Um, how do you say that in English?
trait.
Um, not even a trait. It's an actual diagnose.
Right, yeah.
There's only a few people in the world that actually get diagnosed to be either a sociopath or a narcissist. But we just well, I don't, but all these readers fling these words around like every other ex-boyfriend that didn't give you the engagement ring you wanted, so you broke it off, was a fucking narcissist. And he probably wasn't, and you were probably just a cunt.
Yeah, that's another word I hear overuse the word. There's three words. There's misogynist, narcissist, and empath.
Remember when we were called misogynists?
How can that even be a thing? You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, I'm a gay man. We're gay men, and like, I understand. Obviously, I don't have a vagina. That's what you lot think. But like, I mean, but
Oh,
yeah.
please show them your vagina.
So,
Show them you can't.
but yeah, to be called a misogynist is like a killer of a conversation. Really, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there was this really, 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 really unfair deck review on a very, very prevalent, popular Instagram deck review page. And Martyn and I had both seen it like separately from each other. And we were like, hey, that's not right. So we sort of chimed in the comments, and it wasn't appreciated.
No, it wasn't, and it was a really cruel, unfair. It was like that was ripping this artist apart, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if you don't like a deck, you don't like a deck. There's going to be some.
You're allowed to know. I mean,
You're
we
allowed-
hate decks all the time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't come on like YouTube or Instagram and completely slaughter this person's character. You know, and that's what they were doing. And I just think it was really unfair. So me and Levi kind of like, had his back for a bit. Not the universe, me and Levi did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All blowed back in our faces anyway, but there you go.
Yeah, we got blocked by the whole lot. So
Yeah.
the
Laura's
whole
just
lot.
said Laura's just said being an empath means you're sensitive to others' emotions and you can take on that person's emotions, which is just basic humanity. Exactly, Laura.
It is. It really is.
Except if you mean you're on antidepressants, you're dead inside anyway.
So I've heard. I haven't had any experience with it, but
When I first heard gaslighting, I thought it was something that's a new buzzword as well, Ricardo. Bloody gaslighting.
well, I've been gaslit a couple times in my life, and it wasn't good. But someone disagreeing with you is not someone gaslighting you at all.
No, no, it's not. It's just like, people disagree all the time, but you're supposed to be adult enough to like,
Yeah.
some come agreement,
So,
surely.
and to be quite honest, you didn't know this, but I was being a bit of a cunt to you earlier when that stupid live video link didn't work. And I was like, oh, Martyn, why is it not fucking working? And then, my basic humanity kicks in, and I was like, there must be something wrong. Let's just like send him a message and find out what's up.
Never
Rather
mind being dead on the fucking floor.
Exactly. Rather than jumping to conclusions and calling you a gaslighting bitch, which you are, by the way. But no, it's just basic human decency. Sometimes you're the cunt, and it's not all. I love that Sirut gal. What's her name again?
Who?
That Indian lady, Sirut K. Chua.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the one who puts the little lists up every day. She's fab, isn't she?
She's fab. She keeps me grounded as fuck because we can all get like that sometimes. One she posted right now was features of main character syndrome. Behaving like you're the main character of the universe, making everything about you. Little awareness or empathy for others. Thinking your viewpoint is the only one. Treating other people like your supporting cast. Demanding coddling and validation from strangers. Believing you and your feelings takes precedence over everything else.
That's
You know?
exactly what I felt when you come over.
Yeah. You did?
No,
And that shade.
but no, it's true though. She puts up the best shit ever, and she really does. And like I do think, sometimes as well, like, and another thing, I ain't want to be like silenced either. I never have been. I've tried to like, I've fought all my life as a gay man, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've, been diagnosed with HIV 8 years ago as well. That was another challenge, another hurdle. And
Yeah.
then, I ain't gonna like be one to be silenced. And I find that Instagram and trying to silence everybody now, LGBTQ, women's bodies, and all this shit, and it's kind of getting on my nerves, and I think it should
Yeah.
stop.
Oh man, I have so many conspiracy theories about why I think what's happening to Instagram. But people are not gonna like it, so I'm gonna show the name of the person we were just talking about. This is their
Oh
Instagram
yes, see,
handle.
Rich, that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sirut K. Charla.
Yeah, she's
She's
for real.
amazing.
Honestly, Joe, follow her page. She engages with you as well. I think she's a psychotherapist or something. She's in the UK.
Someone who actually knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, somebody who says the truth, but little bit more diplomatic than me. Um, So oh yeah, Ricardo, is that why the Instagram shut you down then? Because you mix Christianity, astrology, and tarot? Oh my God.
No, and it's probably just the fact that he may have gotten a lot of reports from Christians because Instagram doesn't really actually look at your content. It just responds to loads of reports, or it has kind of this auto scan to detect nudity. However, when obviously I'm gay and I love looking at sexy men on Instagram. That's my right. And what I find very odd is that women's bodies get censored, but men can have their whole asses out and show their like dick prints through wet sweatpants where you can literally see the veins popping off of the cock. And those
Mm.
pictures are not getting deleted.
To me.
Yeah. It
And
was.
it's
I
not.
used to post with that Sabbath tarot a lot, and those never got taken down until I got one card in a reading where it was a naked woman, and that got like taken down instantly. It's so
Ricardo just says people collaborated in groups to report him daily. How fucking sad is that?
yeah,
That is just like the pits in it, really.
yeah,
Where
it
do you
is.
find these men with the veiny penises on Instagram?
I'll send you a couple of good Instagram handles later, love.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
seriously, oh my no, we can't talk about that. But I saw some shit where I was like, what's that in your beard? You know? If you get what I'm saying. Like, is that actual stuff in your beard?
and it really was.
Yeah, it really was. And I was like, why is this on fucking Instagram?
We'll send you. I'll forward him you later, Ricardo.
You bunch of slags. Hey,
We might well-
how about we do some readings,
I was
Martyn?
just going to say that, right? So, if anybody wants a reading from either of us, just one card. And I am serious when I read, by the way. I don't want to when I'll never get no work anymore. Mel
Same
said
here.
yes, it was rice pudding. That's exactly what it was, Mel.
It totally was. And that was kind of where I was like, okay, the sweatpants were fine, but the rice pudding was kind of reason for me to unfollow, because if I want to see rice pudding, I'll go to P Hub and not to Instagram.
Or it must
Anyways,
have been a bit of PVA where it slipped off his IKEA unit where he was screwing it together.
yeah, a little bit. A little bit like that.
Does anybody want a card, Paul?
You know what I like? I like that all the women in these comments are even more filthy than we are.
Yeah, they are. It's much better over here, isn't it? It really is.
It really is.
Over
Yeah.
on YouTube, it's much better. You can be more yourself.
You know what deck I'm using?
Which one?
I'm using my favorite.
What's that?
The Threads of Fate original version.
Oh, too overrated, Levi. Right, okay.
No, it's not overrated at all.
Joe. Of course you can, Ricardo, right. Joe, what are you holding on to too tightly? The only thing with this bloody map book is like you hold your card that way, it's the opposite way. Right,
Yes.
okay then, Joe. What are you holding on too tightly? Because the thing is, when we hold on too tightly to something, we resist that flow. So this is all about dropping the resistance a little bit to let the flow of energy kind of it's nice having stability and stuff like that. But when you're kind of like blocking yourself in, that's when the issues start. So keep that one in mind.
I have a very nice addition for you. This is the manifest card. And in order for you to manifest whatever it is that you want, because we all want stuff all the time, you have to indeed let it all go. Stop holding on to it. You have to, this is going to sound kind of like the universe has your back, but you're going to have to send it out into the universe in order for you to get some returns. So, yeah.
Sonic Tarot, they were next. So you've got the death card. So Sonic, so this is about like transformation, and it's about kind of letting go and releasing what no longer is good for you. Sometimes goodbyes and some things are hard, but sometimes we need to do it, and we need to move on for growth in many, many aspects of our life. So yeah, whatever you don't need now, leave behind. It's time for a little bit of transformation for you.
Funnily enough, I got this card, which is the underworld. So
Oh,
need
okay.
I say more? There is a lot of stuff going on underneath the surface that needs to be dealt with in
Yeah.
order for you to actually move on. So do it.
Useless snippet of information for the day. The Mythic Tarot actually has Hades on there, and he was the Lord of the Underworld. So there you go.
Really cool.
Moran, and then it's Ricardo. Moran, you have got Creator, which is the Empress, as you know. So this is all about branching out. What do you want to do? Where do you want to kind of put your energies to make things happen? It's the seed of the magician, obviously. So what are you going to, try and manifest? What do you want to do? So now is the time to actually get out there, do it, and branch out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I love that. That growth energy of the Empress. Literally that break, almost like a parrot trying to break out of its cage. This is the Speak Truth card. This is about you speaking your truth, being yourself authentically, because if you don't, it's going to stunt that creator energy. That
Well,
Martyn.
believe me, Moran's a personal friend of mine, guys, and he never has any trouble speaking his truth. right? So,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
well, but he's quite sensitive as well, and he's got that interview tomorrow. So
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah,
Ricardo, your turn. My question is, what will be the vibe and flow for my YouTube channel? Well, that's a nice question.
okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you have, first of all, you have the divine. So obviously, knowing you as a person, obviously, it's going to be spiritually related as well. And also, I think you need to dig a little bit deeper. I'm not saying your channel's superficial by any any sense of the word, but like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm really stop with the superficial bullshit. No, no, seriously, what you've got to do is maybe you should like kind of dig a little bit deeper, dive deeper, and maybe put some more content on there. What actually interests you, as well as your audience.
I got this card right here, the Wildling, and this basically says it all. Yes, that intuitive high priestess energy is there with you and will always be with you, but you have to kind of get out of that comfort zone a little bit, cut that braid off, like get a nice little hairdo. But this is not about something as superficial as literally getting a new haircut. This is about a whole overhaul where you try stuff that's really new.
Yeah, my best advice for you as well from the cards, mine and Levi's as well, and personal advice. You know what? I always think that channels and content always work better when they come from your heart. And kind of like put a bit of your own personality into your things as well. And if you've got any more occultist interests or things like that, add them in.
Yeah, is he from the United States? I forgot.
Canada.
Canada. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have another person that wanted to. I think that was Mel. Yes, Mel wanted a reading as well.
Oh, yes, she did. Right, Mel. Okay, then. Mel, you have got the Page of Wands. So this is also about being creative as well and kind of not being like kind of apprehensive to move forward. I know sometimes that you can feel like a little bit like kind of like not have as much confidence as you'd like, but sometimes we have to work on that to like kind of push ourselves a little bit further. So if you've got anything like kind of creative or you're planning something or you're thinking of doing something different, now is the time to do so.
That is actually really, really, really cool.
I love this deck so much.
I got the Warrior for you. So, it's kind of giving me that feeling like when you're a page, when you're in that student frame of mind, where you're kind of like developing, learning new skills, kind of branching out. Sometimes you may get a little bit too defensive. Sometimes I know I kind of was when I started my tarot Instagram, where I was like, nobody can teach me anything and I'm already fucking good. And then I did my first couple of real readings and I failed miserably. And I was like, whoops, back to the drawing board. Um, Sometimes you have little moments like that where that warrior spirit can serve you, but it can also go just a bit too far sometimes. So try to find your inner warrior, but tame her a little bit. So don't lose the essence, but tame that warrior feisty energy a little
So
bit.
nice reading that is. Sonic Tarot. Martyn, are you still on Instagram? Yes, I am, but it's Martyn in the city now and not Tarot in the city because of
Yeah.
all the spamming shit. Oh, guys, word for you here. Um, right, you can share this, obviously, tell everybody, tell all your friends, your mom. Now, I've got a little trick. Since I changed my username from Tarot in the City to Martyn in the City, and took all the tarot things out of my bio, I haven't been scammed. And this has been 4 weeks now. So what I think these scammers are doing, they're actively looking for usernames with tarot in the title, in the usernames, or tarot in the bios. I know that a lot of you, it's your full-time income. But like sometimes we have to make these little sacrifices if we're willing to not get scammed. So that's just something that's worked for me. Obviously, I'll still post up my tarot things daily, but I've got no tarot like kind of things in my bio. So I just thought I'd
That's
share that.
that's a really good tip, and probably also why I have never
No,
been
because
scammed.
yours is masculine intuition readings, and you've got
Yeah.
no tarot stuff in there.
No, oh, that's so fun. That's so
Neither,
fun.
neither is Jens either. You know what I mean?
Because I was almost feeling kind of insulted, where I was like, "Why has nobody fucking tried to scam
It's
me?"
the
Yeah,
same, you know, the big time love, innit? You know what I mean? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
yeah, very bad energy. Yeah. Wow, Martin is throwing the shade tonight. Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
It was actually funny because I remember Astro Boy Ricardo following me and then kind of being gone. So yesterday I went to his profile and I was like, did I unfollow him? But now that he's explained that he's gotten a new account, I'm kind of like, oh, thank God I haven't been a dick.
Yeah, because I remember when he used to follow me a long time ago, and then he went, and then like you
Yeah.
know, I noticed him, and I thought, oh, I'm sure he used to follow me. Fuck you. No, no, not really.
Well,
And then I
probably.
realised who he was because we like kind of connected back on it on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Realised he had his account pulled down, did I? So
Martin, this deck really isn't overrated. It's actually really good.
it's
You
not as
should,
nice as this deck. I don't care what you say.
it's so pretty though. Oh man, look at that.
It's all
You
about aesthetics. That's all it is. There's no
the
depth
thing
to
is,
it.
it's not all about aesthetics, but because of the way it looks, it does seem like that. And I have to agree with you. They should have stopped after this one.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
should have just kept it at that. And the tarot deck they could have done that tarot, but they could have made it a neat majors only collectible item and be done with that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's you know it is. Oh, by the way, I've got some news before we go. There's an incredibly sweeter than sweet, lovely girl on Instagram. She's designed a tarot deck, which I've got. She actually sent it me ages ago. I won it in a competition. Charlotte Mew, her name is, and she has got an Lenormand deck just coming on Kickstarter, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's on my stories today, so please give her a follow and please like try and like share a shit if you can, because she's an incredibly lovely girl and she deserves to be a lot more known than she is. I will
yeah,
actually do the deck
that tarot
tomorrow.
deck was so good.
Levi, what's it called? I can't even find it.
Yeah, Lame Loe Tarot, something like that, something
Do you know
French.
what? I'm sure that was in front of me in my pile today. I've got.
I think it has a red box with gold embossing on it, and
Oh, it's right in front of me. I thought it was. Hang on.
yeah, it's
You got all again, loves.
that tarot deck is
This is the
oh
deck from Charlotte, and it's beautiful. And they sent me loads of things with it. And this is like she's changed some of the names. I ain't going to go through every card. I might actually do a walkthrough tomorrow.
yeah, do that because
I
this
will. And this is an incredibly lovely tarot deck. Really, it is. It's all
yeah
very white based. It's all coloured.
yeah the minors are all gray. The quartz are all in the color that
They
normally
are
the suit would be.
so lovely. And she's such a lovely girl as well. So, obviously, I'll link her profile. I'm gonna look at that Knight of Pentacles. It's lovely.
Yeah, oh man, oh don't show that to me because I really
And
want to
card
get
for
it.
card. Oh, there you go. Look at that cute, like anime manga-ish girl on
Yeah,
there.
it's very cute, very very kawaii.
It is, yeah. And it's look at that card there. The Wheel of Fortune is called Fortune.
I love that. I love that so much.
So Charlotte's got a Lenormand deck coming out. It's on Kickstarter actually. So do what you can to help because, as I said, like as a lovely girl, you know, she is one of us actually. At the end of the day,
You know what deck I really want?
I
This.
want that deck. Where's that from?
The pastel unicorn tarot. I
Somebody
really want
buy me
that.
that. Now I mean, now I'm YouTube famous. Like you know, somebody's
Yeah,
like,
I need more.
it.
There used to be a time when people would buy us all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I've had decks sent me that people have sent me off my Amazon wish list. I mean,
Yeah,
with
and same here. I used to this one time I got home from a trip with Willem and there was this huge Amazon box out front and I was like, "What?" And to this day I still don't know who sent me it.
Really?
Yeah, I for sure didn't order it. Someone did.
Ricardo, by the way, if you look at his channel, Ricardo has the cutest rider white versions ever. Um, Especially the one of them. I can't think what it was called. It was the last one you had, Ricardo. I think it was about $14 on Etsy.
But this though, Martin, look.
That's gorgeous. I'd really love that deck.
Oh, it's so fucking cute.
I think
This is
that's
my.
similar to the one by that Pamela Chen.
I fucking hate that. That
It's a
Pamela Chen.
unicorn deck, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not good. This is actually pretty. The Pamela Chen is. Don't even get me started. Pamela Chen is also the one that did that Witchling Academia tarot.
Oh, that's vile.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, is it her?
yeah, that one. Yeah.
I'm channeling unicorn energy tonight, Joe.
Oh, I love. But seriously, and look at all the other decks they have, like this one.
Dolphin Tarot.
That's kind of cute. And then they also have.
That's it, the
Oh,
White Candy Tarot.
no, whoops. Hold up.
Oh, God, I'm gonna die.
This is the this called? The Dreaming Cat tarot deck.
Oh, God.
The Fable Hedgehog tarot. Look at that.
You're gonna have to link that website on your feed later.
Yeah, I'm gonna link it right here, right now, so you guys can see because they have the cutest decks ever. And once I get my paycheck in, I'm definitely ordering one.
You know what? It's really funny because there's actually absolutely nothing that I've seen that really takes my apart from the ones that Ricardo puts on his channel, but they're super expensive here anyway because of the shipping.
Yeah,
And I know for a fact that shipping's expensive to ship outside Canada because I know how much Danny bloody charges because she has to. So like, I mean, we love it now. I love to fangirl over decks, especially
yeah.
kawaii shit. And talking of which, where is it? Look, Mass Market Mary strikes again. The kawaii tarot, which is absolutely gorgeous.
The only actually good kawaii tarot out in mass
The
market right
only
now.
actual good kawaii tarot, because it's got little like things on there like moomins, and it's lovely. Look at that. I mean, come on.
Look at that.
It's just, you know, I just felt like a baby when this come the other day. Because it's just gorgeous. Joe, honestly, you can get it from Amazon now, and it's just like, look at that.
Super affordable. Oh, you know what Luna Factory also has, but it's a bit too femme looking for me, but it's kind of a cute idea. This is the Ideal Soul Male Tarot, and this is all male cards.
Really?
Yeah, so this has the Empress as a male. It doesn't really show a lot of pictures in here, but they're kind of anime male, so they're not very butch, obviously. But it's
Look at
cute.
that.
Yeah, I love it. I do fucking love me some unicorns, though. Like,
Ricardo, get yourself over here then, and Levi can meet us all in London.
yeah, that sounds like fun. I wouldn't mind that at all.
We should have like a massive London meetup for everybody all over.
Do you have your actual Amazon wish list handy? I kind of want to see what you have on it. I mean, we're already past our time, but can we still
Mine's
quickly do
probably like way out of date now.
that? Because you already bought all the shit that's on there.
Exactly, I've leveled up since then. It's probably about 2 years old.
No, I have some things on there that I'm kind of ashamed of now. Yeah, definitely. I
Tarot of
have.
the Divine Masculine. Is that the one that you had off them, Philip and I don't know.
Yeah, but I sold it because I never reached for it, and I didn't really like that most of the men looked like girls. Sorry, not sorry.
They look fucking emaciated off of them, didn't
A
they?
little bit, yeah. I didn't like it that much. I mean, it was really well done, though. The artwork was gorgeous, gorgeous paintings, but it wasn't
Let
for
me have
me.
a look at my silly Amazon wish list.
You want to
Right,
know what's at the top of mine?
list. What's at the top of yours?
I'm gonna have to delete it. That Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle card deck by Hay House.
Oh God, you need to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, this one. I
All the
love the images of the gods in there, but why?
Actually, I've got the Rosebud Tarot one. No, the Rose Tarot by Nigel Jackson on my wish list. Nate, give a review. Done a walkthrough of that for me earlier. It's really lovely, and I've also got the Golden Marseille Tarot, Hoodoo Cleansing and Protection Magic, Hoodoo Urban Root Magic, Crossroads of Kunja. What do I want? That Enchanted Blossoms Impermanent Oracle. Did you put that on my wish list?
No, I didn't.
That's vile. Yeah. So I've got 5 things on mine. Nothing that's.
I have all of Esther Hicks decks. You know, Abraham.
You want to get rid of that shit.
I'm gonna take that off. To be quite honest, though, honestly, I feel like this one. Oh, can you see it? The Getting into the Vortex one has kind of cute art.
Yeah, but you don't want to, that they was just like full of shit. I threw all
They
my books
truly
in the
were.
bin. I was going to give them to charity, and I thought, well, why would I not put that shit onto anybody else? So I threw them in the bin.
And what I really, really, really want, and I have had this in my cart and taken it out, but this is a tarot deck that I really, really, really
Yeah, I
want.
want that as well.
The Margaret Peterson tarot, that is another one where I'm like, bitch, yes, this is a stunning work of art. This is new, this is adding layers, but I don't have that much otherwise on my wish list either.
No, me, I'm kind of like, I want, yeah, the word, Joe. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's this very interesting article online. I can't link it right now, but where someone kind of did like extensive research into them, and there's basically two versions of the story in that article: the very objective and fair one, and then the version where the author kind of interprets things. And it was very clear that when Esther Hicks's husband died, the whole channeling of Abraham all of a sudden stopped. It used to be this whole act, where her husband would ring the bell, and then all of a sudden Abraham would be there. All of that stopped after he died.
Yeah,
And it was
well,
basically just regurgitated law of attraction stuff.
well, I actually threw all of my channeling works away because I thought it's all bullshit. You know, the same as all the self-help books. I'm sorry, guys. They're all bullshit. Because for somebody to write a book about anxiety and panic attacks and how their system works, yet them still having them, well, it obviously doesn't, does it? So
Well, and
it's
sometimes it can be
bullshit.
fun. Sometimes it can be fun to read. I'm reading that horrible unicorn book by that Callista right now.
You need to burn that.
You know what I never really got? Why do people? How do honestly? Because I may sound like a bitter bitch, but how do people do guided meditations when it's written down? Do you read the whole meditation and memorize every step and then go meditate and do it? I don't know how people do that.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I like to listen to a guided meditation. That's the whole point, a guided meditation. How can you
Yeah.
read it and do it at the same time? You can't. It's impossible.
I've always wondered, and those things are what makes most Hay House books lists upon lists upon lists upon lists upon lists.
Yeah, I'm supposed to like remember all that. Ricardo says you guys should do an all-male tarot readers YouTube live. I did that once on him. Yeah, you should come on with us and Moran
That
and
sounds like
anybody else
fun.
we can squeeze on. That's up for fun. I'm definitely up for that. But yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I think it's impossible. How can you envision something and then you got to like, oh, hang on, I missed that bit out. Yeah, I like to hear it.
Tape it, but I don't want to fucking tape it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the
Look,
sound of my own.
give me some recorded, give me some QR codes that I can scan that take me to a recording of you doing it. Like,
Yeah, look, I mean, I want to have somebody with a relaxing voice. I mean, so
yeah, they're gonna make millions off of that book. So at least they could do
Sandra,
is
Sandra on here, whispering. I don't know where
Veil.
Sandra. Yeah, you should hear Sandra's voice.
I've never heard it.
When you look at Sandra's videos on a YouTube channel, she talks really softly spoken, and it's really lovely. So Sandra, I was fangirling over your voice the other day. I thought, what a lovely voice. And Sandra would be the ideal person to do a guided meditation.
Ooh. Maybe the Whispering Well. Yeah, maybe she
Whispering
should.
Well.
Maybe she should record some. Sounds like
Yes,
fun.
Sandra, we need you to do guided meditations because I just said that your voice is absolutely lovely and it's got such a calming tone to it, and the way you speak all softly as well.
I
It's
can
really
send you a really crappy unicorn meditation book that you can use to practice.
I don't want to meditate with unicorns.
Come on, Martyn, sprout that horn already.
No, Ricardo, you got a lovely voice because I hear it all the time, don't I? Because like I watch your videos, so I fangirl over Ricardo as well. I love it. So, anyway, this has been enough from us for tonight.
Yeah,
This will probably get like shared everywhere. Oh God, have you heard Martyn and Levi? How fucking toxic they are. Right?
yeah, we're very toxic and deal with it.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. You know, your triggers are not our responsibility, right?
Exactly.
Just, just saying. But thank you all for coming.
This was a blast, Martyn.
It's
Really,
always is on here now. It's just got this different kind of vibration in it. This,
it really is. Yeah,
yeah,
so much more chill.
yeah, it's lovely in it. So, thank you all. I'm going to be reviewing something else tomorrow. And by the way, if anybody wants anything particular, I've got like an array of decks here to choose from. So I am going to be reviewing Charlotte's deck tomorrow, actually, because I haven't yet.
Yeah, do
So
that. Oh, it's
do
such
that.
a good deck. Damn.
And I've got everything with a guidebook, the stickers, the lot, so it's lovely. So
Can I plug something on here really quickly?
your butt. Go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Good rosebud. Yeah, go on then.
No, I actually have a really, really, really good deal on my Etsy right now. I have 25% off all my readings. It's quite the steal. So if you ever wanted to get an actual reading from me that's like more than just one card, now would be the time to book it. Especially the more expensive readings, like the year ahead one, which I love doing. You can get that at a very cheap price right now. So just
And
saying.
Levi does incredibly good past live readings, and he will not tell you he was Cleopatra. So he
No,
will.
probably not. I say that every damn time. Sometimes when you get a mage, I give really good past life readings. I'm not like that where I praise myself, but that is one thing I will
Was
praise.
I a serial killer or somebody horrible?
Most likely.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't need a past life reading to tell me that.
Well, I still have that really cool Spring Heel Jack book that I bought in London. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Before
can't find a book for my London Law Tarot anywhere either.
you can't find it?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Here. Past life reading. I have one by Levi and I recommend. Thank you, Moran. That was fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. Hey, let's call it a night.
Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And anyone in between.
And anyone who doesn't have a gender, well, there you go.
Thank
you.
Bye.
See you all later. Love you.
See you all later. Love you all.
Bitch. See you later.
Yes. Bye bye.